podcast. Did it just come on? I don't know. We're live. Who cares, right? Part of it is the whatever. The other part is apps. So we're going to talk about some of my favorite apps and whatever. But I'll tell you what the All Out Podcast crew did today, which is the 26th. Is that correct? I'm asking my cat. Yes, he said yes. It's November 26, 2013, and we went out and we had a lot of fun today. We went out and we did a trailer for our YouTube page. So if you go to All Out Podcast YouTube, our trailer's right there real big. It'll kick in as soon as you get on the page and you'll see what we did. And I was thinking about that today, and I had Jayling, Heavy J's over here, and we was looking at some of the video apps, and I thought, hey, it might be a good idea to talk about some of my favorite apps. And I don't know, I might not get into all of them, but we'll do the video ones because I've had other people ask me about how'd you do this or how'd you do that on video apps. So that's what we're going to do, and of course, then whatever is always whatever, right? We're doing this live. Anyway, I got two basic editing apps. One's called Pinnacle Studio, and the other one is iMovie, because I've got an iPad, and I thought, okay, check out the iMovie. They're both basic video editing apps, and they're $5 for each one of them. And right now you're thinking, Jay-ho, why did you get two video editing apps? Because I'm a picky bastard. And there's a difference between the two of them. There's good things about one, good things about the other, and bad about one and bad about the other. So let's go with Pinnacle Studio. Good thing about Pinnacle Studio is you can add multiple music tracks or music beds. With the iMovie, you can only add one. Okay, so you say, I don't need to add one music bed. Well, you might. Right off the bat, I said, hey, I need more than one. So I got the Pinnacle Studio just for that. Now, they both have some cool transitions. Pinnacle is sort of a point and drag down your video to the storyboard. I'm acting like you know a lot about video stuff. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Storyboard's where you set up your videos to edit. But anyway, you drag it down to your storyboard, and you just tap on it, drag however much of the video you want out, tap it, and then it cuts it. Okay. The Pinnacle Studio, there's a little bit more to it to actually edit. It's not as simple, but it is simple, but it's not as simple as iMovie. They both can pull music off your iTunes. If you want to put iTunes music in the background, you can. They both pull from the camera roll for videos, and you could also do photos too. A lot of people don't think about that. You put just video. It doesn't have to be a video. It can be photos with music. You say, well, I don't want to do video because people who do videos are kind of, but you can do photos. There's a lot of people who like to do photos, and I've seen some really cool photo video things done, and you'd be surprised what you can do with them. Anyway, you can write some text on them. I'm just going to kind of go back and forth between both of these. iMovie, in my opinion, has a better lower third. What's a lower third? Lower third is what you're looking at in the lower section there. That whole purple and what I typed on there, that's a lower third. iMovie, I think, in my opinion, has a really cool lower third. But I got both because of the iMovie has a thing called trailers. And that's what we did our trailer. That's what we did our trailer for our YouTube page on the All Out Podcast YouTube page. I used a trailer template. The trailers are really cool, and they're awesome. You just take your video shots, you drag them into the storyboard there for your trailer storyboard, and type in whatever you want to say in the middle of your trailer, and you got it. Okay. But my beef about the trailers is there's not enough of them. And also, you can't change the music in the trailers. You got to use the music that's in the trailer, and you can't change as far as particulars on the storyboard. You can't change shots in it's already shots. But a lot of people don't care about that. They just want it simple. I would say if you've never messed with a video app before or done any video editing before, and you're saying, yeah, I might want to try that. And if you have an Apple product, I would recommend iMovie first. Then if you say, well, I think I can handle this, then you might get Pinnacle Studio, which I know Pinnacle Studio is on the web too for laptops or whatever, and there's a whole bunch to that. So if you're kind of scared, I don't know if I can handle that. Get the iMovie one, and you'll say, oh, this is dirtbag easy. Once you figure that out, and you want to do more, go with Pinnacle Studio. Both really good editing apps, and either one of them is going to do you just fine for basic stuff. Now there's a lot of good free video apps. I on my smartphone I only have one video app, and I have I always have an editing app on anything, but I've got one on my cell too. But editing on a cell phone is, oh boy, you probably don't want to do that. So I'm just going to talk basically about what I've got, and I've got Apple. So if you got an iPad, iPhone, whatever, you're saying, hey, okay, I'm into this, J-Ho. There's a lot of free video apps. I don't really have a favorite of the free ones, actually. Well, I do. Okay, I lied. Slap my grungy face. I haven't had a shower today, by the way. So if I smell, it's too bad. You just got to deal with it. I'm this is kind of like grunge J-Ho day today. And tomorrow I'll probably be real super grunge, It might be all that punk rock J-Ho. But my favorite free video app on Apple products is VideoFX. It's an awesome video app, and it is what it says. It's just video effects. You've got, all kinds of video effects. You got your basic black and white. You can do cartoon, thermal, whatever. You got all the basic stuff like that, like it's available on photo apps. But then you can, I know, here we go. You got the old dollar fee. For $1 you can get this, and for another $1 you can get that. And really, there's a whole bunch of them. You can get whatever type of effect you want on there. They've got screen effects, color effects, line effects. They've got text. Which I didn't. I think they just added the text on VideoFX app, but then I'm really getting into that. And you can cross them all. In other words, you can mix them all. You don't just have to pick one and do that. You could say have the cartoon effect with a screen effect, say like a spotlight, where it's just like your face like this, with a cartoon, and then you can have a text, so you can cross them all. There's blur effects, there's all kinds of motion effects, and it's free. You get a lot in the free ones. You do. You really get a lot in the free ones. You pay $1 or $2, and you say, hey, I like this. They do it pretty good. They add 3 or 4 or 5 sometimes within the $1 fee for the extra one. So that's I know it's not totally free. It's one of those tricky apps where it's free, but for the free part, you actually get a lot. You really do. Another one. I've done a couple of this on my YouTube page, and I don't think I've done any for our podcast, but I'm really wanting to do one with Jaylene, and I forgot to ask him about that. So Jaylene, when you watch that, say, hey, J-Ho, what about this video music app you want me to do? He's probably already figured out what I want him to do. But there's one called VideoStar. And I think VideoStar and VideoFX is kind of like a brother-sister app because they're basically the same. VideoStar has all kinds of effects, yada, 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 your colors, your screen, and you can mix them all just like VideoFX. But the difference is VideoStar is geared toward music videos, so you can do your own music videos. So it's set up to where you can pull off your iTunes. So let's say, for instance, Jaylene has Miley Cyrus, and he was to say, maybe J-Ho, might be real nice, and get Miley Cyrus on his iTunes, and then Jaylene could do a Miley Cyrus video with him in it, with Miley Cyrus's music. Hint, hint. Hmm. You can do that, or whatever thing you can, or you can. I've done some where I've done my own music on the keyboards, and you can do that if you're a musician. So, and you can use that with Video Star. So I know you can get real good stuff, but this is just a fun thing. We're just having fun. We're not doing anything, real serious. But it works really well, and it's a nice, clean shot. It's really good, really slick, and I and it's one of my favorites too. A lot of times I'll do just music ones just to watch and just laugh. Or you can do other people, or you can do animals, which I've been thinking about that too. The other ones, I'll just because I'm not going to go over all the ones I have. There's a video and video app, and that's just what it is. It's free. What's it called, John? Oh, video and video. Hey, that's a good name for a video and video app. Is video in video, and that's all that it is. There's nothing to it. And you say, well, I might not want that, but yet, if you think about it, maybe you would. As far as other effects, there's one called FunFlix Video, and it's free, and that's what we used that for our 1920s vintage shot on our YouTube trailer. So if you say, "Ooh, that's really looks like an old movie," that's what we use, and that's a free app. It has like sepia, it has like a 40s black and white, it has a 20s black and white, it's got a blue, I think they call it independent blue. Um, there's a dark one, there's a light one. There's several on there. They're free, and they will pull off your camera roll. There's Motion Pix, which is, I call it a magic video app. Basically, it's a time lapse. Okay, I mean, you can, do the sunslet. You could do the sunslet, or you can do. I said slet, not sunslet. Sunslet, and get the slow motion, or you can do fast motion, which I done one, which I drove 10 miles between Robinson and Oblong, and did super fast motion. It's on my YouTube page, and it's stupid, but it was kind of fun. And then you can make yourself disappear and reappear, things like that. That's an okay one. That's probably one a lot of people wouldn't want, actually. Now here's one that's free. It's called Pick, Play, Post. Pick, Play, Post. It's really, really, really a cool app. Okay, and it's free. You can put, I think, up to 4, maybe 5 pictures in one frame. What I'm saying is you can have a picture here, a picture here, a picture here, a picture here, one in the middle, or you can have 3 or 4, or however you want to do it, however you want to do it. But anyway, you could do it with photos and videos, or you can mix photos and videos. So, say, to give you an idea, say you're at a football game or something, and you got a video of a football game. You could have a video of some type of action that happened in one section, and say in the second section you could have the score. The third section you could have just a picture of the crowd, or you could have a video of the crowd. And the fourth section, you could have yourself. So that's a free app, and I've used that one a lot. I've actually used that one a lot in the past, not so much recently, but in the past. What else have we got? There's a couple of apps. One's Animito. The other one is Magisto. I call them automatic video apps. Basically, you shoot your video. You tap. You get into the apps, and you tap which ones you like, and then they do all the editing for you. You get to pick out your music, but they do all the editing for you. They're okay. They actually look really good when they're done, but sometimes it's not what you thought was going to turn out. Other times it is. So, if you say, well, I just want to do a quick one, maybe shot at Christmas or something, you don't have a lot of time, So you did this and say, I don't want to mess with doing my own editing, which you should. Slap, 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 slap. But if you don't want to, that's the way to do it. It's just an automatic editor. Okay, timeout. My foot is asleep. If you see how it was sitting right now, you'd think you're freaking nuts. So we're going to do an adjustment. Ready? Oh, oh, ah, ah. There. Okay. Whew. Oh, J-Ho's just not the young dude that he used to be. I tell you what. So, that's, I mean, yeah, I'd like to see other people do videos. And you don't have to do a video of yourself, do a video of other people. Do a video of what you're looking at. I watch a lot of videos and it's cool, and videos is something that's a lot of fun. Um, there's a ton of video apps, and I've got a whole bunch, as you could imagine, and I just went through some of my favorites and some of the more basic ones that maybe people would want. I don't even know how long we're going. Who cares? All right, who cares? Hey, what's that down there? No, that's weird. Anyway, a couple of other my favorite apps. One that I just found out about. It's called ProTuber. ProTuber. Okay, and this app I got it on Apple. I don't know if it's on Android or not. I haven't checked. It's free, and you have no choice. You have to get this app. Okay. Hey, you don't have a choice. J-Ho says you just get ProTuber. Say, well, why do I want ProTuber? It's a YouTube app, and you say, oh, give me a break. But it's a different YouTube app for two reasons. One reason is that you can listen or watch, but actually listen to YouTube offline. In other words, if you're listening to a music video or something, or a whole album like I do, you could shut your iPad off and it's still playing. So if you have a Bluetooth speaker or something, there you go, right? I mean, how many music videos are on YouTube? A ton. So that's super cool, and it's free. Okay, that's one reason. The second reason is that you can download YouTube videos to your camera roll if you have an iPad. Okay, why wouldn't you want, and you say, well, why would I want to download a YouTube? Maybe you like it and you want to watch it and you don't want to go into YouTube. I've got some I've downloaded I like to watch. Um, or you could download some of your old videos and put together a new one, right, with a video editor. So that, I just think that's one that a lot of people would really, really like. There's another one that's called Free Downloader, and actually, it's kind of creepy in a way. It's called Free Video, and you can download any video off the web. Just look it up. There it is. Download it. I know. And you're thinking, wow, I can't believe there's something like that, but there is. And I have used it. I have used it, and it's really, really cool. Whole bunch more video apps. There's VidRhythm, which is doing your own rap. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff like that. I just wanted to go over the basic ones, so if you writing them down or whatever, I recommend them. Okay, wait. Ah, foot trouble. Whoa, whoa. Oh man. Whew. Nothing like sitting home with time off, just eating, getting fat, and rolling around trying to get your foot to not go to sleep. So what other apps are you interested in? Hmm? What? Can't hear you. Hmm? Oh, a shower app? Well, no. If there was, I could hit it. No, no shower app. Um, I got a lot of favorite apps. I got a lot of news apps. I won't go into them. I don't have much game apps. I'm not much of a gamer. I went over the. Uh, Help me out. Come on, help me out. Oh, Buddy Poke app, which I did the Pole 7 things on the other one. So if you're watching this video, I ain't gonna talk about it because you got to go watch the other video on All Out Podcast YouTube channel. I talk all about Buddy Poke and Pole 7. Oh, all kinds of, tune in radio. I know a lot of people have that. There's probably no big surprise there. There's one called Scape, which is almost like a J-Ho app. And it's not a J-Ho app, but I'm a huge Brian Eno fan, and he basically, in a lot of people's opinion, he was the inventor of ambient music. He really wasn't, but he was a founder, I guess. Come up with his own app where you can come up with your own ambient music and make it. And he's funny, it's like, why would I want that? I know. Music apps. Most people with music apps I talk to, they say, yeah, I've heard of that or whatever, or get this, but yeah, a lot of people's not into that. So today or tonight or whatever, whenever you're watching this, I wanted to go over the video apps because I have had a lot of people ask me about that. So write them down. And I'm not going to hold my iPad up and show you because it freaks the light out. And I'm trying to get the light better. Okay, I'm working on a couple of things with the Hangouts. One is light. Okay, which I think it's a little better now. I just got a cheapy light here and here. Hopefully here later I'm going to have an awesome light for when I go outside. And I mean, it'll be freaking awesome. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about a webcam. I'm looking at them. I don't know about that. And I'm looking at a particular type of mic. Okay, I'm going to start looking at those because sometimes the sound starts cutting out on here. If you stand back, I've noticed the sound cuts out on here. That's why I'm looking down at the little uh, mic pickup level here. So it's not the best, but I'm looking at mics so that we don't get that cutting out kind of thing. And whew, basically that's what's been going on. I'm going to work on the All Out Podcast news here. Yeah, I like to get that up on Wednesdays. I didn't want to talk about that. I like to get that up on Wednesdays so that it's in the middle of the week. So and it's just about us, just about what All Out Podcast is doing. So I'm finally getting to that point where we can do that. It's going to be about videos that we just uploaded the past weekend or first of the week. I mean, this week's weird because a lot of us are on vacation and not working, but I'm still going to try to do one for tomorrow. And you know what? I haven't even started. But and then the other thing with the All Out Podcast news is then the second part of it, or sometime in it, I'll do what we're kind of talking about. So it's kind of neat to watch that because especially what we're thinking about. And one thing that we were talking about today, we've been talking about a while, is getting more people involved, you know, and enter videos or whatever, or having people over. Um, we really want to do that. We want to get a lot of people involved. We just don't want just to be us three. We want to get, we want to have a whole freaking stadium. I mean, maybe not that many, but we want to get a lot of people because we think it'll be really neat. So, and if you're interested, um, let us know through social media or something, or if you see me around or whatever, say, hey, well, I'd do that. And if you have something you want to talk about, that's great. That's exactly really what we're looking for. If you say, hey, I want to talk about this, man, because you hillbillies never talk about this, and I want to talk about this, we'll do it. But we're what I know. What's he doing? Ah, look at the pain on my face. Okay, there. Whew. Another adjustment. Okay, but if you want to do that, please do that. Begging you, we want to get other people involved. All right, and you don't really have to actually be on video. You say no, wait. We could put up a picture or something if you just want to have your voice. And you don't want to show the world how beautiful of a person that you are. Whatever. But we could do that. But we're wanting to get more people involved. What else? See, as soon as I quit this, and I'll think of other things that I wanted to talk about. Oh, I'm going to start Groovy Santa. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to start it probably. I'm going to be real busy, but probably this weekend, and it's going to be on a Hangout. so it'll be a quick one. It's going to be done like this. And J-Ho show may continue, may not. I'm thinking about, what we want, what I want especially is people to say, hey, what you like, and say what you don't like. Say, I don't like that, man. I mean, that was lame, dude. Just say, J-Ho, you did this and you worked on this for like 3 weeks, and it was lame. Okay, don't do it again. That's fine. We want to know what you like, and a good way to do that is to watch the video, because I look at the views, see how many views we got on all, on YouTube, on Google Plus, on Facebook, on Twitter. I look at all that, and that's personally what I do to see what people seem to like and what they don't seem to like so much. I've been surprised what people have liked. Actually, people like stuff like this for some reason. They just like me being me doing dumb stuff. I don't know. So the J-Ho show, it might continue, might not. It's kind of on the edge, okay? And I worked a long time on that, and none of us, we don't want to work a long time on something and people say, yeah, it's dumb. So say it's dumb. We don't care. Say it's dumb. But it seems to me so far that the things like this, just the simple things of getting the most views for some reason. Don't know why. So anyway, J-Ho show might continue, it might not. I haven't decided on that. I've got a whole bunch of other ideas for different things I'm going to throw out there. For a while now, you're going to see a whole bunch of ideas thrown out there. Probably by all of us, you're going to see this, that. You're going to say, what are they doing? They're not sticking with anything. But what we're doing is we're seeing what people like. And then once we start figuring out what people like, then we're going to go sort of that direction. You know what I'm saying? We're going to flow with it, man. It's going to be like, oh, you're like, hey, that was pretty cool. Look at this. We're going to flow with it. Ooh, slow-mo, man. Look how smooth he is. But then we're going to flow in that direction and see what people like. If you're watching this and you're on Facebook, we're also looking at people who, because we have got I don't know, I think we're up to 300 views on Google Plus with what we do. So I'm sort of looking at that, right? So if you say, I don't know, nobody on Facebook likes this, well, we're probably doing it for Google Plus, or I am, or Twitter, or whatever. So, and if you have an idea, let us know. Say, we would like to see you guys do this. Now, there's limits to this. Hey, you might want to see us do, things, but we're not going to do things, right? Okay, but we'll do some things, just not everything. All right, that's all I got, man. I don't know how long I went. Hope this turns out good. And Thanksgiving's coming up. I don't know if I'll do another live one or not before Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble. But if I don't, everybody have a happy Turkey Day. And if you're vegan, whatever you do, eat something. Don't. I mean, you gotta eat something, man. Eat something, and watch a game, go outside, play frisbee, whatever you do. But have a good one. J-Ho, All Out Podcast. Check us out on All Out Podcast YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter. And check us out on All Out Podcast Google Plus. J-Ho, All Out.